Hello, this is Crafty Chris, and I decided I'd go ahead and start on my $5 junk journal. Well, I thought what I was going to be able to do was I already had some coffee dyed composition paper, and I was just going to use that, because I did pay the dollar, and I already had one that was already coffee dyed. But the problem was, when I started to take this apart, I realized that the paper is different. This paper is almost like newspaper. So I'm going to coffee dye this, and hopefully it'll turn out okay. So this is how I dismantle it. I just pull out the string. It comes out really easy. But yeah, this actually it's almost like newspaper. So it is going to be very interesting how this turns out. And I haven't really decided like the type of journal I'm going to do. If I'm going to just sew the papers in like with a sewing machine, or if I'm going to make it a little chunkier. I'm not sure. I guess it really depends on how many of these come out. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this segment, and I'll come back and share with you how the coffee dye process of the Dollar Tree composition notebook went. Okay? Till next time. Hello, this is Crafty Chris, and I just wanted to do another update on my book. I went ahead and pulled pages out, and these are going to be pages that I use for tags. Like I can fold them over or into like envelopes or whatever. Or they can be used to reinforce other pages that I turn into tags, so they'll be a little bit thicker. And I just pick stuff that I probably wouldn't use. And then I grabbed my favorite pictures that I can either cut out or use for tags. Like I might use this for the Halloween. This could be 31 also. I thought that would be cute cut out. I definitely love this, and I think that would be so cool if it was cut out. And then I was thinking I could even cut out, these things if I don't want them, and put other items in the tray that I find throughout the book. Actually, you can barely see this, but there's a really cool candelabra. So I think I'm going to cut around this and maybe add that to a page. This would be good for numbers, if I need it. I love the owl. And I thought this might be a good page to use as a background. As well as this piece right here, that would be good for a background. And I like these images too. And of course, definitely like these. I think this might be a good thing for the front of the journal, and maybe putting the cat, and then maybe putting something there to hide these words. And of course, all these can be cut out and used. And I just need to decide which ones I want to use. That's going to be the hard part. And I think these would be perfect for the inside covers. maybe do it like this. I'm not sure yet, but I think these would be good for the inside covers. Also, I realized that for my journal, I'm going to need, I don't have anything for the spine, so I'll probably use this doubled over, and I think that may be thick enough. If not, I'll use the front also. I was hoping to save this, but if I need to use it, I'll use it. This is the next segment of my $5 journal challenge. Okay, so what I did is I got some of the pages that I'm not going to use for ephemera or for book pages, and what I did is I glued them on top of each other to stabilize my composition notebook, because this is going to serve as my cover, and I wanted it to be pretty sturdy, and that's usually what I do with scrapbook paper, you know, same concept, to just give it a little bit more stability. And I will actually put some decorative pages on here, and then I haven't decided exactly how I am going to decorate the front and back. So that's my cover so far. For the spine, I need to have, I don't have any cardboard, you know, anything like that. So I decided I'm going to use the covers. So what I'm going to attempt to do is use the back cover first to see if it is stable enough to hold the spine. Also, I was playing around with the idea of doing a soft spine. So I do have the duct tape. I have the duct tape and the fabric. I apologize for the noise in the background, but it can't be avoided. Yeah. My little craft shed sits on the back of our fence line, and it backs up to our neighbor's yard, and he decided to do his lawn work right now, and I decided to film, so it's okay. We'll just go with it. So I have been enjoying this process so far. I probably need to get new blades for this. It's the story of all my cutters right now. Alright, so I'm thinking let's see, 2.5. Let's go 2 3/4. Actually, I don't need to cut it. Okay. I really wanted to use this, but oh well. That'll be fine. Also, it's kind of early. I usually don't film this early, but I actually had the time. Yeah, that looks a little on the wide side. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do more layers. But I do believe that I want to cut this down a little bit more because I'm feeling this is a little bit too big. So my so I'm gonna make it 2.5 instead of 2 3/4. Yeah, this cutter does better when it's thicker. All right. Yeah, if I hadn't messed up that measurement, I mean, I didn't mess it up, I was just guessing, but I think I can actually fold the front cover 3 times over. Okay, I'm liking that. And I also could add this in for stability. Yeah. All right, so that's where I'm at so far. I'm going to end the video here, and I'll come back and after I glue everything and show you how it comes out. All right, so I wanted to show you what I did for the front cover. I have a trim and scoreboard, and what I did is, since I decided I want to do 2.5-inch spine, I went and folded. I went and did 2.5 inches and 2.5 inches. So there's enough for 3. So I can fold, I'll glue this, fold it all together, and then glue these together, and that feels sturdy enough for a spine. So yeah, I think that's gonna work. Alright, so I wanted to update you on the spine. So I glued these together. So basically it's 6 layers. And I'm feeling pretty confident about this. And I think it's gonna work well as the spine. So now what I'm gonna work on is getting this bound. Wow, that seems really thick. Thick notebook. I guess because I'm used to it being a composition. But yeah, there's our spine. Alright, and I'll update you after I get it together. Okay, so I decided that I was going to go ahead and film this part of me doing the spine, and I may or may not keep this on this. So we're gonna go ahead and get this taped. Now normally I have been using carpet tape with fabric on it. That is my go-to right now, but I'm not absolutely sure if I'm allowed to use that, so I'm going to go with my duct tape. And I'm wondering if I want to I don't want to I'm going to put more of it on this side because more than likely that is going to be covered up. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay. So my puppy was wanting out and he heard something. Also, I just realized I didn't have any air in here going. Well, I don't have my air conditioner on, but I do use my fan, and it's unusually cool right now, and which is awesome. Usually by this time of day, it's so hot in here I can't stand it, and I just turned the fan on, so that's awesome. All right, so I think I'm going to not go over too far. And the trick is to do this as even as possible. Wow, this, yeah, I like that. Actually, my spine is a little bit thicker than this side. Yeah, that feels good. It looks pretty straight, and then I'll do this side, and then I will get my tool and run it through there to make sure it adheres all the way. All right. And I think I'll just go ahead and do this. Now, I could possibly cut this tape down so I wouldn't use as much, but I think this part is really important, and so I want to make sure, you know, that my spine is good. Oh, this tape is so pretty. Ooh, I did not match that up very well. So I'm gonna have to pull it, which is a little scary because, you know, yeah, it's pulling off. Well, it looks like it's gonna stay. So what I'm going to do is just match it up the best I can using my scissors. There we go. And I might go through and then add something up here. So now I know when I do the other side that I need to be aware of that. So I just use my bone folder. Is that what it's called? Try not to cut the tape. Yeah. And then I'm just going to smooth this down. Well, that feels pretty good. I think that duct tape works really well. So this is fun. I like learning. Yeah, this is not my favorite through here, you know, but we are allowed to use distress ink, so maybe I'll get some distress ink and kind of fill in where that tape edge is. But that is cool. And also it didn't take up much through here. Oh, I see where my line went that way. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here, and I will finish the other side and show you how it looks at the end. Okay, so I did the other side, and this is how it turned out, and I'm very happy with this. I really like how this turned out. It looks really good, and it feels really good. I mean, that's pretty sturdy. That could be a really thick journal. So yeah, I really like it. I hope you guys have a super blessed day. Until next time.